come, but it is up to us to really deal with it in the proper way. And we could deal with it our way, or we could deal with it God's way. And our way doesn't work. Right. It never has, and it never will. So when you're doing things your way, you get frustrated. Yes. You get upset. You get filled with some of this stuff because you're trying to deal with it on your own. And God never called us to carry things like this. He never called us to carry burdens and hardships and traumatic things. He actually said, give them to me and I will take care of it for you. And so I'm so glad that we have a loving God that is able to take our burdens and give us his love, give us his grace, give us everything that we need to deal with what we're dealing with. So I'm going to share with you my testimony, my story. So I had a brother growing up. He's 11 months older than me, and he was born with muscular dystrophy. And just growing up, I was the one that helped my mom with my brother. And seeing her have a special needs child with a disease called muscular dystrophy was really hard. Muscular dystrophy is a disease that is a muscle wasting disease, so it takes hold of every muscle in the body. As time progresses and moves forward, the muscle wasting takes over and it captivates the body. So it affects the heart, which is the heart is the muscle, it affects the lungs, and it makes it hard and it affects the boys, so it makes it hard for them to walk. They lose their ability to walk. They start affecting their health in other ways. It's hard for them to breathe. It's hard for them to do a lot of stuff. So for my brother, he was disabled by the age of 9. And so just seeing him walk and run, and then seeing him all of a sudden not be able to walk was kind of tough. Yeah. And so I was there to help my mom the most with my brother. And so he couldn't do anything for himself. He couldn't walk, he couldn't feed himself, he couldn't bathe himself, he couldn't use the restroom on his own. So I was there, I helped. And so I saw it firsthand. So when my brother turned 19, he went into cardiac arrest and he passed away. And for me, I said, great, I don't want to hear that name again, muscular dystrophy. I wanted to turn away from it. And I was a babe in Christ. I had just received Christ maybe like less than a year before he even passed away. So I know that God knew this was going to happen. And I know that God made a way for me to receive him and to deal with my brother's death with him. Yeah. And so I had hope. I had peace, even though it was really hard. It was the hardest thing I ever had to go through at that time. And I was actually at a conference, a youth conference, and I had a rough time there at the conference, but I was able to receive prayer, and I was able to receive some help. Pastor Terry was there and came to my aid, and she helped me, she prayed over me, and it was great. It was great. It was a rough time that my family was going through, but I was glad to have spiritual support at that time, because previous to that, we didn't have really spiritual support. I didn't grow up with God. I didn't know how to have faith for my brother in his situation, because I didn't grow up with it. So my brother's situation happened, and then after he passed, I was like, great, I'm done. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear it. Maybe that was selfish of me to think that way, but it was such a hard thing for my life to go through that, and so I wanted to put it out of my mind. I didn't want to hear that name again. So growing up, with my brother in that way, there was often people that talked about him. People tried to jump on his wheelchair and ride on his wheelchair. They called him retarded. They called him all types of names, and we were always there. We were always ready to fight somebody for my brother. Like, really, what? You gonna call him what? And we're girls, so we didn't care. We was ready to fight. Like, you ain't gonna call my brother this, that, and the other. Or even jumping on his wheelchair. Get off his wheelchair. What are you doing? Just, crazy stuff to me. That's crazy. Why would you jump on somebody's wheelchair? That's crazy. So, just going through this experience, and after my brother passed away, I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit. We went through the genetic testing for all of the girls that my mom had 4 daughters, and she had 1 son, and he was the only one with the disease. And we went through testing as the daughters. It's a 50-50 chance that we're carriers, and it's a 50-50 chance of when, the son is born that he might have the disease. So I was aware of that. But when I turned 17, I found out that I was a carrier, but I wasn't focused on that. I wasn't focused on having children. I wasn't focused on, even worried about children at that time. So time moved on, and I was pursuing a modeling career, and I wasn't worried about that. So fast forward, getting married, we got pregnant right away, literally. We celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Oh, that was my brother David. I'm sorry, I forgot to show that picture there. That's us when we were younger, and he was still able to walk there. And this is him maybe about a year before he passed away. He was awesome. David Claude Jackson. Okay, let me stick to this one really quick. Okay, so let's see.
It's okay, take your time.
So moving forward, get married and get pregnant right away. As my daughter, we went through the amniocentesis test where they take this long needle and they stick it in your womb, and they find out if it's a boy, if he has the disease or not. And so we went through that test and found out it was a girl, so we were just like, okay. So then got pregnant again with my son, Yeshua. And we decided this time that we weren't going to do the test. We didn't want to stress over it, and we didn't want to have a traumatic experience in the pregnancy. And at the end of the day, if he had it, we weren't going to abort him, and we weren't going to lose him. So at the end of the day, we just felt like we're just going to trust God, and we're going to pray, we're going to believe that I am healed, we're going to believe that he's going to come out healed, and we're just going to move in faith in that way. So after he was born, or when he was born, I said, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. He had dimples. He was just so beautiful. I just fell in love. I said, wow, this is a beautiful, healthy baby boy. And when he turned 1, oh my God, he had muscles everywhere. Literally. He had pecs, he had back muscles. It was everything. He was like buff. And I'm like, oh my God, look at this buff baby. People were starting to call him Hulk. And he wore that too. He used to walk around like this, and he's just buff everywhere. So my husband and I took that as he's healed. This is a miracle child. Like, wow, this is amazing. God did it. My husband prayed and received a nickname for him, which was Rock. And you see that muscle? Look at this. So a couple years, it starts going on, and I just noticed some of the symptoms of the disease, and there's the denial part. I don't want to believe that my son has this disease, so not going to deal with it. And moving forward, I asked his doctor, hey, why do you think my son is so muscular? And so he said, well, what's your family history? Do you have any of these symptoms in your family? He starts asking questions, and so I told him my family history. He said, okay, well, we'll order a couple of tests, and we'll see from there. So he ordered the test, and then he called us, and he said, there's some of his levels that are a little bit high, we'll send you a referral. So I started asking questions, and he was like, he didn't really answer the questions, but it's like he knew that something was going on, but he just, let me refer you. So then we go to a neurologist, and the first thing that he says is, I think your son has muscular dystrophy. Oh man, here it comes again. It comes all the way back full circle. And I'm like, God, no. Why? Why us? Why me? Why do I have to go through this again? And I just felt like overwhelmed. I was like not ready for that news, and so it was a rough time for my husband and I to receive that news, and my son had it too, or he thought so, and we had to move forward with doing some of the testing and just to verify it. He thought that he needed to verify it, and so we got the test and it showed that Yeshua did have muscular dystrophy. So I went into research mode, and I started doing so much more research to find out how can we cure this disease? How can we help him? What can we do? What can we give him? I even prayed and asked the Lord to give it to me. I don't want my son to have it. I don't want to watch my son die. Give it to me. And so went into research mode, and then shortly after, there were some other issues that came out within my marriage, and just overtook me. The situation overtook me. The grief overtook me. The trauma overtook me. And so I fell into a deep depression. I fell into a mental health struggle at that point in time. I was unaware of where I was spiritually. I had lost hope and suicidal, tried to take my own life. I just wasn't happy. I wasn't in a happy place. I wasn't in a place of faith. I wasn't in a place of believing God. I wasn't in a place of hope. I wasn't in a place to be able to endure what I was facing. So I tried to commit suicide. I tried to kill myself. And family was there, friends were there, people prayed for me when I couldn't pray for myself. And that's what got me through. God's strength really kept me at that point in time, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't be here today. So at that point, I had to take a deep breath and exhale.
Yes.
I had to exhale out all of me. I had to exhale all of the stress that I was dealing with. I had to exhale all of the issues that I had been, all the grief, all the trauma, all of these feelings of overwhelmingness. I had to exhale. I literally had to exhale. I had to expel out all of the negative energy, the enemy, the lies, all of the stuff that was flooding me and overtaking me. I had to exhale it because it was unhealthy. It was unhealthy for me to be in that place and try to think that I would be there for my son and take care of my son, let alone my family, my husband. I wouldn't have been able to do anything in that state. I couldn't help myself. So I had to exhale. And when I exhaled, God took over. And he was my strong tower.
Amen.
He came in and stepped in right when I needed him. And he showed me how to cope. Not with denial or addiction or fear or grief or sadness or anger or any other human emotion. He taught me how to cope with his word.
Amen.
He taught me how to cope with reminding me of who I was in him. He taught me how to cope. Excuse me.
Some tissue.
Through prayer.
Yes.
Here.
He taught me how to cope. Oh, thank you so much. He taught me how to cope through him, not myself. So I just want to share a couple of scriptures with you guys. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but I'm a big crybaby, and that's okay.
We are. Thank you, Jesus.
Anyways, through his word, through prayer, through support, and most importantly through faith, he taught me how to exhale. And the scriptures that I want to share with you, the first one is Genesis 2:7. And this is God's prescription. This is not our prescription. This is God's prescription. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Now I wanted to point this out because we don't choose to be here. Our children don't choose to be here. God formed us, and God created us. God made us. So if we're here, it's for a reason, it's for a purpose. He has a calling for us, he has a destiny for us. And that goes for our children too. He has a calling for them, he has a purpose for them. You may not understand it, but he formed them.
Amen.
He created them. He brought them here. The next one is Psalms 147, 3-5. He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds.
Yes.
He telleth the number of the stars. He calleth them all by their names. Great is our Lord, and of great power his understanding is infinite.
Yes.
He healeth our broken heart.
He does.
When I had a broken heart, he healed it.
Yes.
When I was broken and lost and struggling and tormented, he healed me.
Yes.
I truly believe that.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
He binded up their wounds.
Yes.
I was wounded. He called the number of the stars. How great is our God? And then his understanding is infinite. There's nothing that we can ever face that God won't know how to deal with.
That's right.
There's nothing that we go through that this humongous, great, amazing God has the answer for. He has the answer for everything that we're going through.
Amen.
He has the answer when you're struggling and when you're feeling hopeless and when you're lost and when you're down and when you're downtrodden. He has the answer for you. He understands everything. Says he can be touched with the feelings of your infirmities.
That's right.
So you're not alone.
That's word.
Jeremiah 29:11, which is my favorite scripture.
Yes.
I live by this in my family, my marriage, with my children. For I know the thoughts that I have, that I think towards you,
Right.
saith the Lord. Thoughts of peace, not evil, to give you an expected end. We all have an expected end.
That's right.
And that one should be filled with hope, filled with joy, filled with peace, because you know God, you're in God's hands. And you know that he has something for you.
Thank you, Jesus.
He created you, back to Genesis. He created you for a reason, for a purpose.
Thank God.
Lastly, Matthew 19:26. But Jesus beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible.
Hallelujah.
So
Thank you, Jesus.
when we were in the situation, dealing with my son's situation, it was very hard for us to think of a way out. It was very hard for us to think, how are we going to cope with this? How are we going to deal with this? What's going to happen? Are we going to have to bury our son? I don't want to do that. And so we had a doctor's appointment for him, and Yeshua was approved for a child drug as a part of the program at UC Davis, which only 13% of boys are approved for this child drug. And it was a drug that they were hopeful for. It's called an exon skipping drug. And so we left that appointment so refreshed and like, wow, God is amazing. He's going to make a way. And we're not sure what's going to happen in the future, but we know that he has us, and we know that he has Yeshua.
Yes.
And so we started the trial. It was a 2-year program. And so every week he had to go to UC Davis, and he had to get a needle, and he had to get this treatment for a couple hours. So we were there every week. And when we first started, there was another boy. Well, most of the patients had muscular dystrophy, and there was another boy who was about the same age as Yeshua. And he was walking, and then as the trial progressed, he was able to walk anymore. So he got in a wheelchair. So then all those feelings come back up again. Oh my God, this is going to happen to my son. And then there was another family with a mom who came with her 2 boys, and they both have muscular dystrophy. And so at that point in time, I just said, oh my God, I can't imagine. I have another son. His name is Uriah. And we got him tested, and he's very clear, so he doesn't have the disease.
Thank you, Jesus.
But I can't imagine having 2 sons with this disease. But it really just kind of put things in perspective for me that I shouldn't complain.
Amen.
That I shouldn't compare myself to other people
Right.
in my situation to other people, because
Right.
my situation is specific for me.
Right.
Yeshua's situation is specific to him. And everybody's situation is specific to them. Everybody has a different burden to carry. And God has equipped all of us to carry the burden
Amen.
that we're faced with.
Yours. Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
So this is my family here. I'll tell you about, because of the situation that I went through when I was suicidal and I was down, I started to look for support for myself, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. And so I decided to start my own. So I had this idea, and I believe that God gave it to me, to support parents with special needs children. And initially it started with moms. And I had this idea come to me to give back to parents with special needs children. And so I wanted to host something to give back to parents like myself, to where you have a rough time, you're able to come through it, but then you want to give back. You want to reach back always and give back to the people who need the most to you. And so I decided, I had this idea and I wrote it down. And I said, God, this is too big for me. I don't know how to do it. I don't know where to start. But I wrote the vision and I made it plain.
All right.
I know
that's
That's word.
I sat on it for about 6 months, and then I felt the unction of the Lord push me and say, okay, now. So at that time, I started planning the Mom's Rock free dinner giveaway. This was our first one. And so it was live music. It was tons of giveaways. It was a guest speaker. It was all these things that the Lord was giving me to do for these parents with special needs children. And so as I was planning it, I was very nervous, but I knew that this was something that I had to do. So we had our first dinner, and it was amazing, you guys. It was awesome. There was about 50 or 60 women that came out, and they cried and they worshiped God. I don't even know if all of them were saved, but at the end of the day, I really just wanted to leave them with a token of love and saying you're not alone. I wanted to establish a community of support with parents, moms at that time with special needs. So as I was planning it, there was a man that reached out to me, and he said, well, that's all good, but what about us dads?
Yeah. That's sweet.
He had a special needs child, and the mom left him with a special needs child. So I said, I don't even consider the dads, but it's dads too go through it. Not just the moms. I know moms rock, and we're special, but the dads need help too. So the next year I started to plan, and I said, I see the need is great, so I'm going to continue to do this. So I opened it up to the dads too, or just any parents. And then I did make it specific to muscular dystrophy. I made it open to parents who had a special needs child, whether it was a cancer, whether it was muscular dystrophy, whether it was autism, whatever it was. I opened it up because I knew that any parent could relate to what I'm going through. You don't have to be facing the same situation, but you can understand what I'm saying. And so the next year we did it as well. It was a great turnout, and it was just a blessing. And those 2 years, my family funded it. And then after that, I said, oh, we can't fund it anymore. So God, what to do now? So we put on my heart to start a nonprofit organization, and that's where Mom's Rock came from. So then I put my ear out to the people who were coming, did some surveys, and basically just tried to make this for us, to establish a community of parents with special needs children to support one another. So we do free support group meetings. We do, let's see here. Yeah, so this is more about Mom's Rock. So 503c nonprofit organization to benefit and serve parents who have the privilege of caring for a child or children with a terminally ill disease, disability, special or unique need. We promote hope through healthy living. Healthy living consists of support, healthy eating, fitness, stress relief, fun, and free stuff. And everybody likes free stuff. I love free stuff. So really just want to encourage you guys today to not lose hope in the situation that you're going through, to not give up on your children, to not give up on your purpose or your calling, to not be moved by what you see, to not be discouraged. God loves you and God is with you always. And there is people out there that understand and know what you're going through. There are people out there that can relate to the situation that you are facing. whether you have a special needs child or not. I think our role as mothers is an amazing role because we get a chance. Turn it off. I have a soft voice, but I can speak a little bit. I just feel like in closing, I just would like to encourage you all. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope that you were able to get something out of it, and I just pray that you will get connected to something that's bigger than you, that you're able to encourage other parents that are going through what they're going through, and we can do this together. We can, I extend a handout to you for Moms Rock. You guys can join any event that we have. And just don't lose sight of the Lord, because God is good, and He'll take you through. He'll take you through. I've had to suffer a lot, and everybody suffers a lot, but if you suffer with Him, you will reign with Him. Amen. So I just wanted to come here today to encourage you guys. I'm privileged to be up here. I'm, like I said, not a speaker, but I am a willing vessel. So I just thank God for what He has brought me through. I just thank God for my family. I thank God for my son. I thank God for the support system that I do have in place now. I thank God that I didn't commit suicide and move forward with that, because had I did that, I wouldn't have been able to see everything that God really prepared for me, and the things that He wants me to do, and the lives that He wants me to touch, and see my sons, see my daughter, see any of this. So I'm just thankful, and I'm blessed, and just wanted to give you guys more information about Moms Rock really quick. So we hosted a dessert mixer. This was a fundraiser that we did, and it was fun, just me acting silly. We hosted a fundraiser with the UC Davis Neuromuscular Clinic, and we raised $4,038, and we were able to give those funds to them for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So they were able to provide toys for kids that were attending the Muscular Dystrophy Association camp, and then also to the families who were coming in for the trials at UC Davis. So we were able to do that, and that was such a blessing. And then this is just a picture of me speaking at one of our annual free dinner and giveaways. We'll be having one coming up soon. Our free dinner giveaway will be Friday, July 12th. Registration will be opening June 1st. So you guys get connected with me on Facebook. I will have more information for you guys after, if you'd like to talk with me about that. But save the date, Friday, July 12th, 2019. It'll be at the Sunshine Event Center in Oak Grove. And like I said, registration will be open on June 1st. And there's our contact information for Moms Rock and my phone number. I'm always available to talk. Always available to just be there as a servant and be there for whatever you guys need. So thank you so much for your time, and God bless you guys, and thank you for having me speak. And that's it.
Thank you.